kind of a big thing.
Yeah.
I think so. All right, so we have no name for the show.
No name.
No name.
Or no name.
We're talking about life. All right, let's do that.
Okay.
So my coffee's cold now. Thanks, Amanda. So first thing, okay. Everybody's talking about Corona.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to talk about Corona, but let's talk about this. Well, nobody's talking about Corona. Let's talk about Corona, the good times.
The positivity.
The positivities
from Corona.
of Corona. Let's talk
Virus.
about.
Quarantine.
Let's talk about the good thing. You had some good points. Bring them up.
Our kids are home with us, which I love. I like it. I like. I don't have the pressure of when to put them to bed because I don't have the pressure of them getting up and having to take them to school on time. You can be late,
Then it's kind of
it doesn't matter.
It's kind of a selfish and unselfish.
No, but it makes the whole morning go so much better.
Yeah.
Or afternoon. Whenever we get up, it makes it so much nice that I can get up.
And they can just
And we do what, I don't have to rush breakfast. I don't have to rush making them get dressed. I don't have to rush any of that. And then we can sit down whenever I'm good and ready and start. And sometimes I start them all on their work. And sometimes I only start the two that are awake on their work. And it actually is helpful when then after the first two get going on what they need to be doing. And then here come the sleepyheads coming down the stairs. And then I don't feel like it's all at once. Of course, we have 4 kids,
Yeah.
so there's 4. Most people
well, and then even
don't have 4.
for me, I mean, having them be homeschooled, teaching them chemistry,
No, that's not happening.
mixology, to each its own. Okay, so
I don't like 6th grade math. I'm not digging it. I don't like it.
why not? Oh, how's that going on?
Wasn't me.
All right, so 6th grade math is no go for you.
I don't think so. No.
Yeah.
Well, and it wouldn't be so It wouldn't be so difficult if they were still teaching the way that we were taught. The whole Common Core thing has changed it. So now that at first it was just I only have to know so much so I can help them with their homework. But now since they're doing it all at home, it's teaching them
Well,
the aspects of it.
can
The way
mean,
that the high school
can
ones
you?
or the middle school ones
Yeah,
do.
that's true.
Because, hopefully in August they go back. School's reinstated and everybody goes back. And I don't want to do my kid a disservice by, you're not in school, so you're teaching my way. So then when they get back, it's hard for them to do it, especially if teachers are making them do it a different way. So I'm trying to stay with, the Common Core, what they're being taught. But
Now, would you? Okay, now from your point of view, would you? I thought I'm saying I'm interviewing you. I'm interviewing my wife. But would you consider after school gets back on keeping them all home?
I would consider it if they wanted to. I totally would. But I don't work a 9 to 5 or an 8 to 6 or whatever. I don't have
8 to 4.
I don't have a full-time job.
Because 8 to 6 would be 10 hours.
Well, technically, when I had a full-time job, I left at 7 in the morning. I didn't get home till 6 o'clock at night. So whatever.
Great, movie. Okay, so having said that, then how do you? Okay, well, what are some great things about for you during this?
Well, like I said, I don't have the stress of trying to put my kids to bed by a certain time so that they get enough sleep. So
Apart from the kids,
I feel a little de-stressed.
Really?
Yeah, in that aspect because I don't have to go anywhere and do anything. On Sunday, it's very weird not to get up and get ready for church, but then again, it's very stress-free because I don't have to get up and get ready and go to church. I don't have to get 4 kids ready to get up and go to church. We don't have to make sure we make Sunday school on time and church on time, and there's almost no time frame. So there's not a lot of being late or any of that. So and that aspect, I feel it's a lot more relaxed. I feel like people are being forced to relax a little bit.
Being forced to relax.
Yeah.
And yeah, I see it too. I mean, I see.
When you're not allowed to go anywhere, you're not allowed to do anything. You can't go eat. You can't go wait in line. You can't. Lots of people aren't driving unless they have to. I mean, you're kind of at home chilling. And some people, it's driving them crazy, cleaning or going through their stuff. But I mean, for me, I've done some projects that I've been wanting to get done.
Well,
and of course, there's more projects I want to do.
Well,
but I'm kind of looking
that's what I hear
forward
from
to.
everyone that I talk to them, and they're doing more home projects,
Yeah.
they're doing more things in the house, more stuff with their kids. I mean, a lot of people are taking this as a huge.
It's a reprieve from life, kind
Yeah.
of, and the busyness, and
But still, the worst has not hit you yet.
I know. But also, you got to keep yourself busy, or you're gonna go crazy, because we're interactive people. Most people are,
Yeah.
and even the little, I don't need a lot of interaction myself, but I miss the interaction on Sunday. It's not that I sit and visit with a ton of people for lengthy periods, but just seeing people and saying hi. It's enough to kind of fill your communication
Yeah.
tank.
So, let's get away from that.
Okay,
Let's get away from the corona.
let's do it. Let's move far away.
Let's move far away. Let's go to. See, okay, what we're doing now here with this podcast, with this vlog, with this video podcast. What are some things that we like that?
But I don't want to completely ignore the fact that there are some people like the essential workers out there that this isn't less stressful for them. It's more stressful for them. So I think for
Yeah.
a lot of
Well, my sister
regular people that aren't essential people, it's forcing them to relax and go slower. But it's for the essential people, it's making life a lot more difficult. and
Well,
hectic.
the fact that I mean, and this sounds, however it sounds. My job, the media, is essential. So, but I mean, as far as essential, per the fact that there's other businesses out there, like the cops, the first responders, the guy repairing the roads so the infrastructure so people can get to whatever, the government officials.
Right.
I mean, those are the essential jobs, I think. I mean,
Well, the doctors.
well, then with the doctors and them, but here, check this out. The essential, as far as what I'm getting to, is that go to Walmart, go to grocery stores. The people that are working there, those are essential.
Yeah.
Again, and then they're the front line. Every people that come in,
And truckers.
they can't hide.
Transportation.
They can't hide behind a desk. They got to be up there. I mean, be talking to people face to face. So I mean,
Yeah.
that's hard. That's
Yeah.
tough.
I try to thank them when I used to go in.
I used to go in, yeah, well, and I still go in to see them because my
Well, I
work,
know you do,
but
but I don't go in Walmart that much anymore. But when I did, it was see somebody, and they were always asking if I needed anything, if I needed help finding something, and
good people.
yeah,
But then I didn't think about this too. I mean, that's just like you allude to the convenience stores. I mean, those people, I don't think they can credit the convenience store workers. I mean,
yeah,
they gotta go there every day, and it's boom, right there, face to face.
yeah,
That's
and dealing with a lot of money handling or things like that.
yeah.
Fast food people.
Yeah, fast
I mean, there's a lot of people that don't
you
cook and make their own food. I mean,
Yeah.
they eat out all the time, and now that a lot of restaurants are closed, the fast foods are really
Yeah, how about that? I mean, the restaurants that are switching from being a sit-in restaurant to curbside service.
well. And they said even when this is over, it might change the whole restaurant industry because just keeping more of a social distance.
Mhm.
So restaurants that had 100 tables might only get to have 50 to 75 tables, and so one guy on the news was saying that restaurants are going to see a lower volume because they can't go to their full capacity. So he was suggesting that they do like an early bird lunch, a late bird lunch, early dinner specials, late dinner specials, so that you have more,
Hmm.
you know, so that the people that want to eat early can still get that lunch special, and the people that kind of come in late. So then you're kind of having your lunch crowd all morning and afternoon, and your
Yeah.
dinner crowd is early evening and through the
Yeah.
later hours. So, but that's just something I heard on TV.
I mean, I think this is going to change. Well, we're big about movies. We love movies, but they're talking about this just completely changing the movie theaters.
Well, I
'Cause
kind of hope it brings back the drive-ins. I really do.
that'd be cool. But
I
I mean,
hope all across America it does.
but here's the deal. I mean, I agree partially, but I love the movie theater. I love going there. I love the drive-ins. You're sitting in the car. It's not comfortable. I mean, there's parts
Well,
of
that's
it
why
all.
I need to get a truck with a bed.
You better what? Seriously?
Just saying.
Yeah. So
There's ways to make it comfortable.
that's not, well. Here you are. Ways of making it comfortable. But so okay. So let's just get past Corona. Get the Corona away.
Yeah.
I want to talk about what we're doing here. This whole thing,
I have
the
no idea what
cameras.
we're doing here.
I don't either, but the cameras here. I mean, I think that we need to set some boundaries, set some barriers, set some guidelines, set some.
Don't cross that
Don't
line
cross
on
that
the
safe
table.
circle.
My table.
Well, I mean,
Your table.
I don't want to. Okay. First off, we come up with the show name. Let's let them decide. Let's let the people that are watching
That's fine.
decide. So, if you're watching this on YouTube, on whatever, give us names. Tell us what you want. Tell us what you think. Tell us, what would be a good name for this.
But we don't really know what our show's about.
Yeah, it's about nothing. It's
I think
about
it should just
it's
be-
not about. It's not like Seinfeld about nothing.
I think it should
It's
just be
about
the Paul and
everything.
Amanda. Paul and Amanda.
Really?
Yeah.
So you're just kind of cutting their legs out from under them? People that are watching you, she's taking your...
No, I'm putting it out there. I'm putting it out there.
Okay. Okay.
It doesn't have to have like a
And
a
doesn't
name
it-
that means something. I mean, you have a name and I have a name, and we're doing a show together. So
All right, Paul.
Paul and Amanda show.
I like Paul now.
Okay.
Or Alan Paul. Man, they got out there and you just be quiet.
Well,
Because this is important
he's
stuff here.
exercising.
It's not
His
driving
energy.
motorcycles, not.
He's exercising.
Okay, so...
Was that a motorcycle?
I don't know, was it?
You know, I don't know.
It was. It was. Okay, no, okay, so okay, no, what is it about sitting? I'm a man that loves rules
Oh, are
and
you?
organization
Huh.
and
Well,
constraints.
hi. I'm Al. I've never met you before.
All right, so having said that,
He doesn't follow rules.
I do.
He doesn't
too.
really follow guidelines.
I do too, and
If you give him guidelines,
I like
he
to
probably
stay.
goes
I like to
outside of
stay
it.
in the box. I like to stay in the box. I like to color inside the lines. That's all I do.
Anyway, what's the point?
Well, the point is, okay, so we said this show's not about nothing. It's about everything.
We got anything we want it to be, I
Oh
guess.
my gosh. She's no fun.
I'm not that much.
Okay, so not fun, but she's, I don't know. So, okay,
I'm a little more dry than you are, I guess.
a little bit. And then now you're that one cracking jokes. I'm like, so this show's.
You're trying to figure out stuff. and
Would
I'm
you
just
stop it?
rolling
Would you
my
stop it? You're cute, but stop it. The show is not about. Nah, it's not a funny show. I'm
be,
not,
though.
not funny. I'm not funny.
I'm hilarious.
You're hilarious. You like to
Could-
laugh.
we
You
could have a
like
lot of
you like to
fun.
laugh at yourself. And I love that. You're cute.
I bet that's not going to get old for anybody to hear.
What?
You're
That
cute.
you are cute. All right. So
It's a show about nothing.
about family, about faith, about love,
Yeah.
about hate.
No.
Or no hate, anger, or
Just positive stuff.
adventure,
Yeah.
about
Do some
action. I'm not even action. You know what we might do? Okay, we were gonna go. You got to do this one time, but this summer we're gonna go skydiving.
We were going to go
Yeah.
skydiving? I don't remember.
Until all this
I mean, I would
crazy-
love to, but
with
I
Jason,
never thought.
with Jason, yeah, his girlfriend.
I don't remember you ever telling me
Yeah,
that.
he asked me. I said, well, it doesn't matter. We're doing it.
I never knew about it.
Okay, so
But yeah, I would totally love to. It's one of my.
that's one of my goals, one of my dreams. One of my,
It's not a dream, but it's a.
it's been a dream of mine forever. As well, I mean, yeah, either way. So
It's something I'd really like to do and accomplish.
accomplish.
Hmm.
It's a good word.
Thanks.
Good word. So, what do you think about? I mean, today, tomorrow, future. I mean, they're about kids, not our kids, well, our kids too, but about kids in general.
Well,
See, I'm really gonna push your.
I'm a
Push your limits.
little apprehensive as to how this is going to affect all of our children. Just because it's a change, it's a huge change globally. Everyone's
well-
being forced to homeschool, and it's just when we grew up, nothing like this ever happened.
No.
I mean, there's been a couple of pandemics, but I don't know for some people, but for me, it seemed way far more out
Yeah,
of
nothing
reach
like this.
than this has been. This is like on the front door, and
Oh,
it's one of our kids.
well, we can pause this.
Pause it.
No, we're going. We're talking to them on there. So
Hello.
this
Hi.
is for whoever's watching. This is Paul Michael Davis.
We're still at the studio.
This is Amanda Lee Davis, Al, which we will get to in the future.
So I'll be there in a little
Um,
bit, okay?
And we're going to talk about
Alright,
whatever.
you
It's,
alright?
it's a show about everything. It's a show
You guys
about
need anything?
life in a small town, just
Okay.
life in the world. We're going to talk about past, present, and
Hi,
future.
honey.
We're going to talk about all kinds of things. And she's back, folks. Small little brief undertaking there. We're going to talk about kids, about I don't know. We may have people on here, we may not. Who knows? Who knows? Okay, this will be an adventure.
I want to do the hot wing test.
Dude, you want to?
I kind of do.
Dude, I
I
want
don't
to.
think I'll be very good at it, but I'd like to.
Dude, so you're talking about the whole hot ones?
Yeah, I'd like
Sean
to
Evans?
get. I'd like to get the sauces that he has.
Oh, dude, I love you so much. That is so good.
I think
That's
I
not.
think it'd be kind of fun. And to find other shows that do stuff like that, not just like hot sauce tasting, but other things
Yeah.
where it's kind of a challenge and they have people come on and
Yeah.
they do it. But anyway, what I was saying about kids is I don't feel
What were you
like
saying about kids?
I don't know what to expect, what kind of effect this is going to have on all of our kids. And obviously, it will have different effects on different kids. You know, like kids that are graduating are going to remember and have
Well, my niece,
this
our niece,
affect them than like our
Well,
youngest
yeah,
son
right.
who's in kindergarten.
I didn't think about this. I didn't think about this. I say our niece, but our nieces,
Mm-hmm.
because I forget about Ashley graduating early. So this is, yeah, she picked a rough year to graduate early.
Well, I don't think she picked it, but
I mean,
I think for any graduating class, and I think the main thing is that the older kids can obviously adjust and overcome. All the kids are adjusting, I feel like, but even the older kids that are graduating, this didn't happen when they were young, you know? And so it's weird. I mean, it's just like anything else that's been really big in history. When it happens to you when you're an adult, and then but have it happen to your kids when they're young, you just really don't know. They're not going to have that same childhood like we did. So that's kind of
well,
I think about that a lot. And but
okay, what about this? I mean, we're both God-loving, God-fearing people. Faith is strong with this one. But I mean, like as far as going to church, we were talking to Tracy, and Tracy said about the her and I were talking about how they said in the news about churches and like big old mega churches mega churches are like, there's some that are still trying to have their church service, and the government's shutting them down because they're kind of a danger because they're getting people infected, and they arrest, like the pastor has, this is what she said, the pastor has like several reserve pastors, and so that if he gets arrested, then he's got no one to step in so they keep that service still going. And that's, and coming from me, I'm trying to put his church service, put mass on TV, and so, but we're doing it just one-on-one, just me and Father.
Mm-hmm.
I don't, what do you think about that? What are your thoughts about that? It's kind of, I see where they come from, trying to still get them praise Jesus, but
I think the most important thing is to try to be safe no matter what you're doing. So I don't think, that they're saying you can't praise and worship. You just have to not have so many people congregating together so closely. It can be dangerous. I don't think people realize how easily things can get spread from person to person. And if you don't know, if you have it, then you don't know.
Yeah.
And so I don't know, I just feel it never I'm always more on a cautionary vibe and try to be more cautious than.
Yeah, but you're cautious of it.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I'm more of a cautious person anyway. So.
But you're cute too, so. Well, ever since you've always been a.
But you see other people getting together with their cars in parking lots, and they're turning on the same praise music, and they're flashing their lights. So there's been other people that have been getting together, and still being safe and keeping the distance. There's people that are celebrating 90th birthdays, and they have a car parade come by, you know, and it's finding the safe way to do it, and it's almost making it more fun, more enjoyable. People are getting creative. I think it's, I think those kinds of things are good. I think when you're trying to force some things, I just think people need to be careful.
Yeah, I see that. And I think that, gosh, I think, we're talking to Tracy about weddings.
Mm.
People doing drive-by weddings.
Not drive-by.
Yeah, seriously. If the guy was pulling up in their, isn't that what my mom was saying?
You make it sound like
like a gangster.
We're getting married, bye, and they just drive through, like.
Well, no, the guy was driving their house, and isn't that what they were doing?
I don't know.
Yeah, she was saying that they were driving in the car by their house, and the guy brought down the window and said, "Hey."
So who's in the car? The groom and the groom and the bride are in the car doing drive-by, or the groom and the bride are at their house and the pastor is driving by marrying them?
I don't know. I think we'll have to ask her about that.
That's what makes it sound hilarious, is that when you say drive-by.
They're talking like a drive-by gun shooting.
But it's just, I can see people doing it virally. Viral weddings.
Yeah.
I think that'd be cool.
That would be.
It kind of shuts down the whole.
What?
Well, weddings are so expensive now. It's kind of forcing people to remember what the whole reason to get married is for. It's just to marry that person that day. It's not all about the dress and the venue and the food and all that kind of stuff. Like, it brings it down to where anybody and everybody can afford to get married. And everybody can get online and view the wedding, and you can do it in a small little corner of your house or in your yard or whatever. And so I don't know. I think it'd be kind of sweet.
I dig it.
Kind of looking forward to seeing some virtual little weddings.
Virtual.
Like when you get on Facebook or on YouTube, and it's, so then all of your family can jump on and see.
What about like the.
So you get married.
Virtual.
But then I think it's going to be like the movie WALL-E, where nobody gets out of their chair and everybody becomes lazy because everything's virtual. So we're going to have to take it.
No. Think about it. It's like a virtual. Okay, what if there's something out there that this happens? Or this happened too, that like one person, the woman or the guy, gets the coronavirus, and then the other one doesn't have it,
Yeah.
so they can't be together. But it's on the wedding day, so they have to do like a virtual, like web conference,
Right.
web call, video call marriage.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Well, I mean, I would, but I mean, if we're getting married, I'd be like, well, just come on over then. I mean, why stay? I mean, you know, that's just me though.
the safety, man. Come on, honey, safety. Come on. God love you, honey. Yeah, that's it. So all I'm thinking about is safety. Yeah, something like that. All right. Well, so okay, so friends, family,
What?
never see each other ever again. Doing everything virtual. And would it be virtual or would it be just video? Virtual is more like.
Well, I've been saying
I
virtual, but
think
I'm
I think of virtual as far as like.
not a
Where's that?
It's the cord over there
Oh my gosh.
on the
what is-
wall.
So okay, so. I mean, I want to see what people think about this.
Live, maybe live would be better than virtual.
Well, I wonder how many different things you can do virtual. Like as far as like, I mean, like you do sports, sporting events, where you can do this virtual. But
But not
you
if a
can't-
whole bunch of people have to play together. Obviously, golf.
I want like virtual games. I don't know.
No, I'm not into it. I'm ready for sports to come back, and it's great going to. Of course, a lot of people. I mean, you still had all those people that went and bought season tickets, and then you have those people that are like, "I like watching the game in the comfort of my home." You know, so I feel you're still going to have that when bans are lifted and sports can go back to playing. You're still going to have those people that want to get up and go to the actual game, and then you're still going to have a big percentage, and maybe even more now, that are going to want to just sit home and watch from their TV or their smartphone or whatever. Must not be
No,
ours.
it's not our fault. So okay, so
So I'm just saying it's going to be interesting to see what the world. Just like you said, I feel like with homeschool too. Like a lot of people never took the leap to homeschool because it can be daunting, and now everyone's been forced to.
so you think there'll be
So
more
I think
people
there's
trying
going to
this?
be some people that are going to stay in it because they won't have to put their kids to bed on time, and they don't have to get them up at a certain time.
Just for that reason, not for the,
Yes.
not for the fact that it's
That's
better for
very
the kid,
stressful.
not for the fact that it's better for the kid. Than
It's stressful at night to make sure that they have their baths taken, you know, that they're getting to bed by a certain time, that they're brushing their teeth, that they have that. And you know, I had to check 4 backpacks every night and make sure things were signed. If things weren't signed, then their agenda got circled because I didn't put my initials there and sign it. And I mean, it's just, you know, there's a lot.
So you're saying it's giving everybody a chance to be.
I'm just saying I wouldn't be surprised if some kids didn't go back because it was, they liked the homeschool, they were forced to try it, they liked it or they loved it, and then so they're going to continue to do it. I mean, we even saw with virtual schools already becoming on the rise than they ever have been, of people doing online schools instead of
I
public
mean,
schools.
the numbers for homeschools, like homeschooled kids,
Right.
has shot up before this ever happened.
Well,
And
that's what I'm
now-
saying. The online school system was starting to take off.
So we should buy. So you think we should buy stock in virtual
Is
schools?
there stock?
I don't know. It sounds good.
It does sound good.
But-
Should have done it a while
Yeah,
ago.
right. So okay, so
I'm just saying it's going to be interesting to see the things that change, and I don't think things will ever go back to the way that it was originally. Obviously, nothing really ever does.
you think this is gonna last forever? I mean, like people are gonna feel the effects of this forever.
Well, it'll be a ripple effect for sure.
Like, but like it's about ripples, which fade.
Yeah, but they change. They can change the. Back
Don't-
to the
don't-
future. If you go and you change it, it alters the future. It does.
The flux
Every
capacitor.
every decision you make affects the future.
Well, I guess.
I don't know why you're not learning from Marty McFly.
Butterfly effect.
Yeah,
Same idea.
kind of. More
Well,
serious movie though. Kind of. Back to the Future is a little bit more. family
Okay,
friendly.
so so this time, what are your top 5 picks of movies that people should watch that they need to watch during this time of week?
I don't know if they need to watch them, but it makes me want to watch Outbreak. The movie Outbreak with
Oh, that's
Dustin
right.
Hoffman and Rene Russo and there's another guy. I think Kevin Spacey. Isn't it Kevin Spacey?
Yeah, I'll look it up. Let me find it.
Outbreak.
Outbreak.
But then it might freak people out, so maybe people shouldn't watch it.
Outbreak movie cast.
Pretty sure he's in it.
Outbreak the movie cast.
Or the cast of Outbreak.
Oh my gosh, airplane mode. Oh, so we're not airplane mode. We're back on the grid. Cast of Outbreak the movie.
Kevin Spacey, Rene Russo, and Dustin Hoffman.
Well, cast of Outbreak. Cast of Outbreak the movie.
Could have typed it in by now and it would have.
I could have. Dustin Hoffman, Morgan Freeman. Morgan Freeman is a man among men.
Okay, but there's.
Kevin Spacey.
Thank you.
Donald Sutherland. Cuba Gooding Jr.
Rene Russo.
Dr. McDreamy. Or whatever it was, McDreamy.
No.
Patrick Dempsey.
Real? Oh, yeah. He's the airplane guy. He's the one who's originally infected and brings it back to the U.S.
Hmm.
Is Rene Russo on there?
Yeah, Rene Russo.
Yep. I knew it. Called it. Knew it. It's a good movie.
Okay, so give me that. That's one movie. Other movies.
That people need to be watching during the quarantine.
Yeah.
Well, I think watching some old school good movies. Old Yeller, Quiet
No,
Man,
stop. And then they're going to say,
Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
no, that we did watch that.
No.
Gosh, well, it's your favorite TV show. Little House on the Prairie.
Little House on the Prairie is great. No one's going to get to watch it, though, because you can only watch them through the library, and libraries are shut down, so
Well,
you can't watch it on Netflix. I ordered it from the library.
And you still have that?
Yes.
And so we're like,
We're finishing the season 2 of Little House on
we're
the
basically going to
Prairie.
pay the late fee for the library fair. We're going to keep the lights on at the library.
I'm sure
It's
they are
Corona.
not. I'm sure they're not charging people late fees.
Oh my gosh, I think they are. You know, they got
They haven't
me
sent
money.
anything out. Anywho, we've been watching.
Anywho.
My daughter wanted to watch Little House on the Prairie. That's so loud.
Sorry.
My daughter wanted to watch Little House on the Prairie. Our daughter.
Mhm.
We saw an episode on TV, and then so I was like, oh, well, I'll look on Hulu or Netflix or, it's got to be on one of those. It's not on any of them. So then I went to my local library, and they could order it for me. So we watched season 1. We're on season 2. Everybody else in the house complains whenever we turn it on.
It's.
I loved watching them as
But
a little kid.
here's the deal.
They're wholesome. They're good. They always have to deal with something.
I always complain when it's on. I always complain when it's on. But I always sit down and start watching it.
You get
and
tuned in.
I can't. And
It's good.
I'm a huge Michael Landon fan from way back. From way back. I mean,
From the way back.
from the way back. From the way back. I mean, I've always did one the oh gosh, the wrestlers. I mean, old school.
You're talking about Bonanza.
Bonanza.
I can't believe you don't know that name.
Uh,
Little John.
Little John, that's it.
Haas.
Yes, Haas.
What was the oldest brother's name?
Big John.
No. He had black hair. Oldest brother.
He the oldest one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
old brother.
Cartwright brothers.
Cartwrights. Ben Cartwright was the
Ben?
dad.
Hmm.
Was that it?
Probably. My dad would know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
so much
can't
Bonanza.
think of it yet. All right, so the
But yeah,
movies.
Little House on the Prairie is a good one if you have little kids and you want to watch something wholesome with morals. But you're not going to be able to find it anywhere because that's how it is.
It might be a good thing. No, I'm just kidding. I seriously, but like I said, I dog it, I make fun of it, but it comes on, I
He
can't stop
watches
watching it. Shawshank Redemption.
It's a good one. It's kind of a downer though.
It's kind of a downer, but you turn it on. You got anytime I see it on, I sit down and watch it.
I think watching fun. That's why I said like fun, uplifting, like kind of old school movies.
It's
where
a Wonderful
everything
Life.
wasn't so.
It's a Wonderful Life. You can watch that anytime of year. I know it's a Christmas movie,
Yeah,
but you can watch that any time of the year and
yeah,
just watch it.
yeah. I like The Money Pit. It makes me laugh every time I watch it. It's a joyful. It brings me joy to
Tom
watch
Hanks?
that movie. Yeah, anything Tom Hanks actually, like Big. Joe versus the Volcano cracks me up.
You Got Mail?
Mm,
What?
it's
I see.
alright.
So I say it's
It's
not bad.
probably one of my least favorites of Tom Hanks.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. It was just very, I don't know. I mean, I liked it, but it wasn't one of my favorites.
You know what I've seen like 2 or 3 times just recently? When Harry Met Sally.
It's good. It's not Tom Hanks, though.
I know, but it's, I mean,
Billy
I know,
Crystal.
but it's Meg Ryan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
America's Sweetheart before Julia Roberts.
Well, at the same time.
No.
Okay,
Julia
she
Roberts is
before-
younger than Meg Ryan.
Yeah, she did before that though. No, I was thinking of when Pretty Woman came out. Pretty Woman it came out in like
80s.
80.
7?
Really?
I don't know. I'm guessing.
I think according to the lady that knows everything about movies.
No, I'm not the lady that knows
Seen it.
everything about movies. I don't know when movies came out. I don't know years.
When did Pretty Woman come out? 1990.
There you go. I was close. I said 87.
Notting Hill.
I like Notting Hill.
When did
Mystic Pizza is a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good.
right, that was right here.
80s.
Um,
You know, I mean,
1988.
the fashion has kind of revert back to 80s. Mullets are coming back. They're making them a little bit more
And
retro.
Mullets
like-
turned left in my mind. Except for
Sure.
I had a mullet.
I'm just saying,
I had a
everybody needs to
mullet
like
time.
revive the 80s movies since we're
You
reviving the
never
80s.
you never had a mullet. You never
No.
had it.
No,
I did one
No.
time. I told you about that. And my sister
I'm all about the big hair perm.
threw a firecracker at my head and burned it up. Stop, drop. And that's where I learned the effects, the benefits of stop, drop, and roll. My sister threw a jumping jack at my head.
Well, you probably threw something at her
It
first.
got tangled up in my mullet.
Probably threw something at her
I did not.
first. I bet you
I
did.
did not. Why would you say that?
Because you usually start trouble.
I do not. Why would you say that? I am not that
In
person.
a loving way.
In a loving way.
Yeah, you kind of do.
Oh my gosh, well it's time for this first episode of the show that has no name, which we need you to name it.
I think we should just talk about movies. That's fun.
Okay, well, I'll tell you, next show we'll do that. But I've got to go to work.
I'll pull out a list of movies that I recommend. Some
Oh.
80s.
Really?
I'll try to bring some up next time.
Alright. Hey, okay.
But for now, it's like Big, The Money Pit, Joe versus the Volcano.
Big,
Mr.
the money
Pizza.
pit, Joe Murray. Okay.
Goonies is always a good, fun movie.
See, you catch me on the spot. I got to think about this, write these down, because you catch me on the spot. I'm like, I'm the worst.
Man Without a Face is a great movie. It's kind of a downer though, but
Mel Gibson,
yeah,
seen it,
it's a good one.
dig it. It's alright, but it's kind of weird though.
Well, it's
Just-
over
yeah.
some sensitive topics.
Yeah. Okay, and
But I'm saying I like where it was made. I like the date of the film in the movie. I like all that stuff that seemed old
Dead
American.
Poet Society.
That's a good one.
That's a good one. Renaissance Man.
Kind of dark at the end when he.
Yeah. Well, it's got when you said man with
Yeah, that things.
yeah. it's kinda-
Birdcage is funny.
kinda like
So
that.
kind of cracks me up. Robin Williams movies are good. He did a lot in
School
the 80s.
Ties. School Ties. Great movie.
Yeah.
And that's still none of these youngsters these days. Nothing about that. Like the youngsters
Well, I
these
think
days.
most parents try to educate their kids on like movies that they enjoyed. Same with music, you know. Like I always listened to the Beach Boys because my dad liked it.
Mhm.
Yeah. So we were exposed to it.
I always say that about you. You expose our kids to a lot of like older
There's
movies.
a lot of good stuff out
I mean,
there.
I do too. Kinda. But that's just more your job in the Davis family
Yeah.
is to do that because
You got to make the money.
maybe, but
You work so we can have fun.
And I never thought that happened.
That'd
Never
be
thought I'd be that guy.
I'm
Never
glad you're that guy.
I bet you are. Gosh, all right. Well, we gotta go.
Okay.
All right, running past our time. Time's
Oh.
up.
I didn't know we had a time limit.
Well, we don't, but
What's the time limit?
I don't know. We don't have
What are
one. Our restraints are our box.
what's our sessions?
Our
What's the
box
length of our
session. I don't
sessions?
know.
Like, how long will we talk now?
How much time? We see we're on 40 minutes.
Oh
40
my
minutes.
gosh.
41 minutes.
Oh, I think 20 is good.
Well, we'll get to that eventually, but it's our first time filling out the whole thing. Yeah, I got so stuck on just sitting there, just I don't know what happened. But hey, like I said, no name show right now.
Or the Paul and Amanda show.
Or the what?
Or the Paul and Amanda show.
Oh my God, we're the Paul and Amanda show on MCTV Live for right now. On
Yeah.
MCTV Live.
When no viewers, when our non-viewers come on and give their opinion, then we'll take it.
Then we'll take it further and further.
Yeah,
Yeah, but you're cute though.
thanks.
Oh, this is fun.
This
All
was
right.
kind of fun.
This was. So, yeah. So, like, whether this is on nothing, on TV, if you're watching on TV, then just smile.
Sorry.
If you're watching this at home on your computer, like, subscribe,
This is
share.
what quarantine does. You get something
Oh.
your husband tries to make you do, and you always tell him no, and then finally, after quarantine, you're like, I'll do whatever. This sounds like a good time. Yes, that sounds like fun. Let's do it.
It is, right? It's just fun because we hardly ever. Okay, but someday we'll tell you about when we met
Yeah.
and how we met and what happened. And when we met, we sit down at a table like this for months and face to face
Talked.
and just talked.
Yeah.
And that was fun. With a cup of coffee.
Cup of Joe.
Coffee's out. It's empty.
Or
It's
mocha
time to go.
Okay.
Or mocha latte. Just,
All right. Love.
all right. What?
I was gonna say love you. Bye.
say to him. Tell him, say I love you, bye. Tell him.
No,
I will. She won't say it.
I won't. I won't say it.
Right there. Say I love you, bye.
Love you. Bye.
Ah, that is so perfect. She's a cute one. Hey, I love you. Bye. We'll see you soon. Paul Michael Davis, MCTV Live.
We're gonna survive the quarantine.
We're all gonna survive together.
We're gonna do
As
it.
a whole, we're gonna come together. And yes, good things gonna happen.
Yeah.
We'll see you soon. Hey, see, we can do this and stay connected. How about I swallow my tongue?
You're gonna have to edit like all your coffee
That's awkward.
stuff.
That's awkward. All right, yeah. Hey. So
Tell me you're gonna edit this.
we'll see. All right.
Please do. Please.
No, just because you said that, I cannot. I love you, but I cannot now. I have to go to work. I have to go do
Okay.
things to make
done.
money. All right,
I'm
say
signing
bye.
off.
Say bye. Say bye.
I
We're
already
signing
did.
off. Paul Michael Davis.